So this past weekend, Marathon finally had its full gameplay reveal, and I'll be honest, I was extremely excited going into it, and I've been itching for something new to play, especially outside of Call of Duty. I mean, with Warzone being nearly unplayable before the recent Verdansk update, and XDefiant completely falling apart before it even really got the chance to get going, I was hoping Marathon could fill in that gap for me. And now I want to be clear, I have zero prior experience with extraction shooters. I've never been deep into Tarkov. I skipped DMZ, and I never really understood the hype behind those types of games. But with Marathon being made by Bungie, I figured, okay, this may be my shot. Maybe this is the one that pulls me into the genre finally. Unfortunately, there was very little about this reveal that actually made me want to spend $40 and invest it into whatever experience Bungie is creating. But before we dive deeper into this video, if you've been enjoying the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Seriously, like 90% of you guys who watch the videos every day aren't subscribed. I post almost daily FPS games, general gaming news, and occasionally just whatever crazy thing is going on in the industry of gaming that day. All right, now let's get into it. So let's rewind a bit. Marathon was first teased a few months ago during a PlayStation event. And back then, we didn't really get much to go off of, just some cinematic footage and the Bungie name slapped on top of it, which was enough to spark some interest, especially in me. It was intriguing, without a doubt. But now, thanks to this recent reveal event, we finally have actual gameplay and concrete information on what this game is going to be like when it launches later this year in September. And here's what we know. You'll be playing in squads of 3. You'll drop into a PvPvE environment similar to other extraction shooters, so nothing new. Each match will take place on a variety of maps, some of which will have up to 18 players, while others will be more compact and intimate. You drop in, you loot, you fight AI and real players, and then you try to extract with your loot. The better your loot, the better your odds in future matches. This is all pretty much standard for all of the extraction shooters. And honestly, the base gameplay loop sounds solid. It's a proven model. There's a ton of potential for strategy, tension, and team synergy, all of that. But for some reason, it just didn't grab me. And here's why. What's the end goal of this game? Like I said, I'm new to extraction shooters. Maybe this is just how they all work and you can't really fix this problem. But this loop of looting, extracting, and gearing up for your next run, without a clear win, it doesn't do much for me as a gamer. There's no real winner at the end of each match. You can extract successfully, sure, but if you lose all your loot after a few runs, that progress is completely gone. You don't get a victory screen, you don't win a match, you just survive. And while that might be fun for some, to me, it sounds more taxing and exhausting than anything else. And maybe that's my battle royale brain thinking and talking. I'm used to dropping in, surviving, and getting that clean victory royale moment. That final circle adrenaline, that closure. Extraction shooters don't give you that at all. You're not starting from scratch every match, which is kind of cool. I can get behind that idea, but you also don't have that sense of finality either. And again, that's fine if there's a reason to keep coming back to the game. If there's a real reward system, something that makes risking your gear worth it in the long run, then I honestly think I would buy into it. That's something where you have a good amount of risk and a good amount of reward. But right now, based on this reveal, that part felt very vague. Hopefully in these next few months before launch, Bungie adds something to really answer that why question that I have, because right now I'm just honestly not seeing it. Another thing that stood out to me, and I'm sure a lot of you noticed this too, is how much Marathon feels like Apex. And let me be clear, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Apex Legends is an amazing game when it works. The movement, the class system, the intensity, it's all top tier. But personally, I've never been a fan of Apex and how the game flows compared to other battle royales. I always felt like I was chasing something that never really paid off in that game. So seeing Marathon adopt that same hero slash class system with different characters offering unique perks and abilities, it made me a little nervous, especially when you think about team comp balance. If some characters are faster, some are tankier, and others are built purely for regen or revive support, then solo players are going to be in a very tough spot. And I can already see it. 3 stacks abusing some OP combo of movement and utility while solo queue players get farmed repeatedly. It doesn't sound like a very fun time for players who are not in a party. And if that's the kind of meta we're heading into, then Marathon shelf life is going to be very, very short, which honestly sucks because the game looks amazing. I want it to succeed. Like the visual aspect of this game, it's one of the best looking shooters I've ever seen. The aesthetic is clean, the animations are crisp, and the sound design, from what we've heard up to this point, absolutely amazing. But the gameplay is always king, and if it doesn't feel good to play solo, or if the team meta gets stale, people are going to bounce. So yeah, I started the weekend really hyped for Marathon. I wanted to be sold on the experience. I wanted it to be the next thing I grinded for months. But after that event, I'm honestly just worried. Worried that the game might feel empty, worried that there's not enough structure to the gameplay loop, that solo players will be forgotten again, and just that we're about to watch another potential hit fumble the bag in the final moments of the game. The one thing that might shift things is going to be the upcoming alpha event. This is happening on April 23rd and it's open to the public. Well, kinda. The sign up process is a little weird and not super intuitive, but if you can get in, it'll be the first real chance to test the gameplay for yourself. And I'll definitely try to cover it if I can get into the alpha, but if not, I would just have to watch gameplay on it again from YouTube and see what I noticed now in this new alpha. And look, I get it. There's a lot of negativity around games right now. It's been a tough couple of years. Studios are playing it safe. Creativity is getting squeezed and gamers are starting to lose faith in the AAA space. But Bungie has a real shot here. They've got the tools, they've got the team, they've got name value. Marathon could carve out its own lane, something fresh, different, and fun. But that won't happen unless the game is built for more than just competitive 3 stacks. It needs depth, rewards, casual friendly mechanics, and something that gives players a reason to come back every single day. Because we don't need another forgettable live service game. We have enough of those. We need something with staying power in the gaming industry right now. So that's where I'm at with Marathon. I'm cautiously curious about the experience, but kind of concerned that it's going to be a flop. And I'll say this, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Bungie surprises us all, because honestly, I need a new game to get away from Call of Duty. And I know a lot of you do too. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the reveal. Did you get it hyped? Or are you holding off like me until that alpha event? And if you enjoyed this video, I guarantee that you'll want to hear about the insane decisions Nintendo is making with the Switch 2. You can check out that video right now on the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.